What's going on, beautiful people? It is December 25th, 2020, man. Officially, Merry Christmas. It's the day, man. It's the day, and Toronto is gotten a little bit of that snow, man. We got that white Christmas. I'm not talking about that coat. Just talking about regular old snow, man. It's looking beautiful, lovely outside. I always love a white Christmas. It's just a little bit extra magical. Makes it a little bit more romantic. But here in Toronto, man, we're used to the snow. It's gonna come, melt a little bit, snow in a few days again. We're gonna get a bit of that mix of slush, probably a little bit of freezing rain. So if you're driving out there, stay safe, man. Stay safe, but enjoy the holidays. It's Christmas. Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. All right. Today, guys, I just want to keep things loosey-goosey. I just want to take you back to the basics, man. I just want to go back to the basics. I want to make you guys... sometimes I go in a little bit too deep, but that's what your boy does, alright? Your boy's a little bit, sometimes he gets carried away with a little bit of these ideas, and today I just want to keep things light. Let's go back to the basics, guys, the things that usually made us laugh when we were younger, but I'm still laughing at these things. I'm talking about farts and fart noises and fart jokes and poop jokes, and they're the best, dude. They're, like, hands down, fart jokes... Fart noises, amazing. Just let's focus on the sound first. How can you guys? Okay, let's start with this. Do you guys how many different ways can you make a fart noise besides your butthole? Right? I can. Let me just demonstrate a little bit. I can obviously make a little bit of a fart noise with my mouth, like that, which is fantastic. Always works. You could. This was an old classic of mine. This was like back in the day, high school. This was. I hope that's getting recorded, you guys. I really want you to hear this. Oh yeah. That was a wet one, right? And there's the older, like this was the OG. This was before the hand clap fart, the armpit. Let's give it a try. Let's see if we can do it. Oh yeah. That one's like that one's the one that you can't really keep in and it just escapes. Like that. That one's a classic too, but there's the regular old fart that slips out, but man, if you wanna, what's up with farts though? Like the thing is, everybody's okay with their own farts. Nobody seems to mind their own. That's an obvious. It's been the norm forever. And then little by little, if you've ever been in a relationship, after a while, you'd be totes okay with your significant other, giving you that bottom burp, dude, handing you over that air biscuit, you feel me? After a while, it's like you kind of find it cute if they slip one out. It's alright, you don't mind it. But anybody else outside of your very little circle of farts, which includes you and at most another person, I don't know anybody else who's really cool with anybody else's farts, dudes. If you guys are completely okay with each other's farts, good on you. That's very progressive, I guess. Because it really shouldn't bother us, but I've never been in any society where it's been acceptable to just let it rip and not give a fuck. It's kind of, I don't know, it shouldn't be, but it's if you're having dinner, especially somewhere a little bit nice, definitely don't want to be just that guy or that lady just letting them rip, right? Or should you? I don't know. Should we be more comfortable with our bodies? I don't know, dude, but that's another thing too. Like, if you're moving on forwards and the New Year's coming, I want, if you guys are single out there and you want to, impress your lady friend or your dude friend, start with a basic fart joke. Start with a basic, you know what? Maybe not even joke about it. Maybe let one rip in front of them and just see how it goes, right? First time you do it though, just pretend it was an accident. First time you do it, pretend it was a accident. Stage it as like a false flag operation. Blame it on IBS or the 6 tacos you guys just, had after smoking a J or two. Make up an excuse, but pretend it's an accident. Just see their reaction. Test them out. Test out the water. See how it is. Move forward accordingly. If they don't mind, if they don't seem, fazed by your, toot, I think you're good, dude. I think that's a keeper. If they're not fazed by your tootin' and hootin' and hollerin', you should be alright. You should be alright. So test it out. See how it goes. But, man, farts, it's kind of like, it's the first kind of, note that you play. it's kind of like a musical instrument, if you will. If somebody had, I bet somebody's out there doing this professionally. That's a talent, yo. If you can make music using your farts, do it up. There's nothing else like it. I think we would all enjoy it and love to hear it or see it. Moving on, man. Moving on. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? It's Christmas. I want to keep things light. I want to keep things short. It is your day to spend with you and your family, but I just want to pop in and just share a little bit of laughter and joy with you guys. Last night I stayed up late because I was working. I was just, sometimes I've gone through, you do your weekly routines, you do your this, that, and the other, but like for me, whenever I'm writing, it comes in moments and, spurs, and I get my most creative thoughts and outlets right when I slip into bed. So I slip into bed, and sometimes in the middle of the night I'll start thinking of ideas, and I gotta get on my phone or on my iPad, or I got a little notepad and I gotta just start, jotting down ideas. And yeah, last night I think I actually fell asleep at around 3 or something. But no worries, man. Nobody's going nowhere today. It's Christmas. I'm staying in. I've got plenty of food to feed myself. I got my coffee right here. I got you guys. I got my health. And man, sky's the limit. Before I fell asleep, though, this was probably earlier in the evening at around 9:10, I want to say, I was watching Tesla on Netflix. I'm going to give you 3 seconds, all right? Spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. It's not even a spoiler alert. I don't even know what anybody means by spoiler alert. If you're interested in something, go check it out. You're going to learn something anyway. But here's the thing, man. It's about Nikola Tesla. A lot of great heavy hitters in this movie. Ethan Hawke, Jim Gaffigan. Ton of heavy hitters in this movie. Go check it out. The things that made me laugh a little bit, and I'll share with you guys. I want you to go check it out. Let me know what you think, all right? So it's about Tesla coming up with his invention of electricity and alternating currents and all that stuff, AC, DC. So Edison basically kind of is this, like, financier. He's, backing this guy and many other guys with his money to, he's the funder, essentially. And one point of the movie that made me laugh, so when they just came out with, like, the AC current or whatever, they had to test it out. So they've been, like, they've been testing it on dogs to see if they can, what's the power source, or like how high does it go? Can we kill somebody with this thing? What else can we use it for? It was just like the first few steps they were taking to figure out electricity, right? You got to break a few eggs. Unfortunately, it's the things we do as humans, dude. Like the things we do for advancement, like crazy stuff, right? We do it to animals, we do it to ourselves. But yeah, they put a few dogs to sleep using electricity. One part was very interesting for me because they had this, they had a murder, right? They had a murder, and they were going to put this guy, they were going to execute this guy using electricity. He was going to be the first one. Now, what was interesting to me, it just didn't seem real, dude. It just didn't seem real. In what sense? Because you like this, first of all, like this guy's a murderer. But he legit, like, and like he looks like such a nice guy, like everybody in that like time, they just portrayed him as so like courteous and polite and all that. Like they're showing him like walk to the chair, and like he's got no handcuffs, nobody's like, he's not even resisting, nothing, dude. And everybody, and he's in a room filled with maybe like 20 people. They're all kind of dressed very nice for the time. Nobody seemed like, they look very, they're like the higher ups in society, if you will. If you're hanging around Tesla and Edison, and you're in that, if you were back in the day in that little realm, you would have been in the higher ups. It's not just like random Joes walking to see what Tesla's up to or what Edison's up to, right? So these are like folks who don't really necessarily like to get their hands dirty. As this guy's walking out, about to be like going through the whole execution process, to be sitting down on that chair and everything, there's no resistance on his behalf. Dude, if it was me getting about to be electrocuted for the first time, y'all don't know what you're doing anyway, like Jesus Christ. He didn't put up a fight, first of all, like kick and scream or something, dude, right? He was just like, make sure you guys get it right. Like, what do you, punch somebody in the face, dude, or just cuss? If back then you cussed, people would have lost their shit. He didn't even bother cussing. He was just like so polite about it. Like, yeah, I murdered somebody, but make sure you get this one right, boys. Kind of weird, but hey, man, I guess it's a story. Who knows? It just made me laugh that he didn't put up a fight. Like, kick somebody in the nuts before you go. You've already killed somebody, right? Food for thought. What else? What else? It was talking about a lot of things. Basically, man, like Tesla. That's the thing. Brilliant mind, dude. Everything we use, obviously, is like in terms of technology, it's because of electricity and all that jazz. Ton of credit, but kind of a pussy, right? Like, dude, be a little bit more. It's too late now, but have a little bit more gumph. Be a little bit more assertive. This guy was just like, I have brilliant ideas. But that's the thing, dude. You need a little bit of dough. You need a little bit of cash. That's where Edison comes in. That's where the JP Morgans come in. And it's beautiful, man. It's the combination of, I guess, money and capital and resources with brilliant ideas that take us to great places. So, all in all, there's things that you could criticize. There's things that you could laugh about. It was just one more thing to watch for me, and it's the holiday season, and I'm not getting out much, so Netflix, thank you guys, it was a great movie, learned a little bit, laughed a little bit, but, interesting shit to think about, right? It's like, can we advance with just ideas? I don't think so, dude. You need to also work hard and, find ways of, I guess, funding yourself, because it's great to have ideas, but if you're not producing stuff, whatever it is, it's just going to stay stagnant, or the growth process is going to be slower. So that was kind of interesting. Anyways, I'm going to end it on that note, guys. I will be dropping in next week, dude. Next week. Why am I thinking so hard? Let me get a sip of this coffee. Beautiful. I want to wish you guys one more time a Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the holiday season. I will be seeing you guys next week. Please, if you like these videos, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. You can also subscribe on YouTube. So, it's either Yvonne Etniage or follow Rob Sadri. I suggest you follow Rob Sadri, bro. We're going to get through this together. Love you guys. Stay safe out there. Peace out.